This is a production of Hollywood Impact Studios, a film school behind bars, and was filmed by our inmate students currently incarcerated inside the Los Angeles County Jail. What changed? What changed your life?
A mom and dad. Mom said, I went home, and this is 9.5 years later, went home and I was begging Mom for a little bit of money. I hadn't been working now for a year. I finally quit, and all I was doing was what I was doing. And went home, could ask Mom for some money. My mother was a very spiritual woman, and my mom always knew what was happening with all of us. Just had that spiritual instinct, was always praying, always asking God to help us. And I came up to the door. My mother was what they called a curandera. She was a healer woman in practice. And I came up, Mom looked at me and she just stepped back and she says, "Ay, Dios mío, tú tienes la cara del diablo, vas a morir." She said, I had the face of the devil and I was going to die.
Oh, wow.
She could see it in me. And she said, I just saw something on TV. She said, they call it Team Challenge. She said, I won't give you any money, but I'll fill up your car with gas. And I want you to take your wife, and I need you to go up there right now or you're going to die within the next 24 hours. On the way to San Diego Team Challenge, up that little mountain area, I was going to dump that car off that cliff. I knew right then my wife and I were never going to stop. My boys were going to be addicts just like Dad and their mom, just like my brother turned out, just like my little sister turned out. All of us were going to die in that hell. I knew that, and I was going to kill us.
Wow.
And my mom saw that. And I always laugh about this. My wife has passed. I always laugh about this today, that the only reason I didn't do that because I thought if I kill us, she's going to wake up in hell and beat the heck out of me. And, I really thought that, and I had no idea that was the first intervention that my gracious God intervened in my life. We made it all the way to San Diego Teen Challenge. These crazy ex-dope fiends, the director of the program and the ministry executives, said they were going to lay hands on me and ask God to do for me what he did for them, that I wasn't going to kick. And I thought, you know what, in my mind, brothers, I've been smuggling for a year straight now. I have more heroin than I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know what you were doing, but I'm going to kick. Just the way it works, Biologically, you're going to kick. And they said, no, brother, God's going to show you that he's God. I waited for a day and a half, and nothing ever happened. And all of a sudden it connected. This is impossible. There is a God, and this God happens to be all over me, inside of me. I don't know how this stuff works, but there's a God. And from that point forward, that identity of behold, 2 Corinthians 5:17, behold, the past is passing away, the old. Behold, the new is coming into you. That gracious God entered my life through the person of his Son, covered me in his shed blood, lifted me to a place where I actually believed I was a new creation. Now that, brother, at that point in juncture, is called insanity. There's no way that happens like that. And here I was just beaming and wanting to be thankful and wanting to be everything I hadn't been for 9.5 years. Didn't matter that I was a sissy all of a sudden and I didn't kick. I had a whole new moniker. I was some resurrected guy, whole new platform to live on I didn't understand, and God continued to provide me his word.
Wow.
That was January 7th, 1974.
Wow.
And I have been one clean puppy since January 7th, 1974. Never walked back out. Never took on that lifestyle again. Stayed with that ministry for 11 years. Became the director of the very center that I walked into. At that time, it was the third largest teen challenge in the world. Blessed my life, blessed my family. Went home the last 3 years to start a teen challenge in the Imperial Valley to bring the good name of Lozano Jr. back to my dad and make them proud as puppies that their boy was home and doing good. And all the typical stories, black sheep comes home, does good, you know, and it was the best time in my life to do that for Mom and Dad.
The prodigal son, as it were.
Absolutely.